So it's March 22nd. What a day. What a day. Esoterically speaking, that is. Did you know that the body of a 12-year-old boy named William was found in a forest on this day, just outside of Norwich, England, that is, and by a zealous monk named Thomas of Monmouth. Remember that name? Thomas of Monmouth. In his epic biography, The Life and Passion of William Norwich, the monk stated that the child had been sacrificed by Jews in a gruesome ritual mocking the crucifixion of Jesus. A lie with devastating implications. That's right. That lie would live on and on, over and over and over. This widespread belief that Jews had killed Christian children in rituals has endured for centuries because of this guy. That's right. He influenced the anti-Semites from Martin Luther to Adolf Hitler and all points in between, with all the radical neocon Nazis running around today. You know, anytime you see the Nazi flag out there in these Trump rallies, if you look closely, you're going to see a anti-Jewish sign somewhere. Now, they try to keep those away from the televisions, but just show up to a rally, as I have. There's no doubt. That's just running through there. And this is one of the places that starts. Of course, now these people really aren't Christians. They're the what I call the Christian Knights in Satan Army, as you know, because Christians don't do the stuff that these people are doing. You know, they just don't. Yeah, misery. Now, not all is bad for this March 22nd today. Not all is bad, for on this day in 1312, Pope Clement V, he ordered the arrest of all the Knights Templar. That's right, he ordered their arrest for immorality and heresy. Isn't that funny? The same thing that 100 years before, he ordered the arrest and slaughter of the Cathars, who, by the way, were some of the soldiers he used, the generals. It's funny. A year later, Clemens said, hey, I got to stop this thing. You know why? Because the Knight Templars were getting bigger than the Catholic Church, than the mega church of the day. That had to be stopped. Boom. And so he didn't have an army, so how does he stop them? Well, he stops them like we stop everything today, by having the law on his side. That's right, the law and all the big politicians. So they had all the Knight Templars arrested, and some killed, and they were put in jail, you know, on charges like, you know, marijuana and all that. Now, I'm kidding about the marijuana, but there were some crazy things there. So what happened to the Knight Templars? Well, we know they went underground with the rest of us, like the Cathars, but they brought that stinky god with them, that stinky Baphomet. Ooh, P.U., what a stink. Now, for those of you that are regulars here on esotericdaily.com, you know, those knights that went underground, they're on the dark side with that dark god. Now, over here, we're in the light. This is all bright. We don't worship that dark stuff, man. We don't worship anything, really. Come think of it, we just kind of bring you the news, the esotericdaily.com news. Now, speaking of March 22nd, if I didn't tell you that at the beginning, this is all about March 22nd. In 1677, in London, England, spiritual writer Jane Lead, that's right, Jane Lead, she wrote that during the night she had been cast into a magical sleep. And she writes, where I saw myself carried into a wilderness. There she found herself in a peaceful, natural environment. Before she could enjoy these circumstances, however, a being that she had seen before and two other female entities did make a kind of assault upon me, she writes. But one of the females was more forceful than the other. And she did give me an outward skin prick. That's right, a skin prick, as with a sharp needle, upon which I called for Angelica help no more. I was parted from them and saw them in that place no more. Now, Jane Lead writes that after this vision, before waking up in bed, she was told that she didn't need to worry, that it would not happen again. That was that whisper right there, you know, like I've heard from my spirit guide. It's crazy, isn't it? Well, anyway, that was an alien abduction. That's right. Alien abduction in March 22nd, 1677. One of the first experiments Okay, so anyway, we're just talking about March 22nd. That's pretty much it. Spring has started. That's right. So enjoy spring. Now, the last thing I'm going to tell you about is that on this day in 1923, the world famous mime Marcel Marceau was born. Now, there's a man to be taken seriously.